Hello, everybody.
Hi.
It's week 37. Another Beth and Lee McCain show is on the air.
Yep, and here we are.
Yeah, I'm Lee McCain.
And I am Beth McCain.
And together we talk about the wonderful law of attraction.
We
every
sure do.
single week, and we never miss it, do we?
No, we don't.
'Cause we
Not at
love
all. We sure do love it.
Wonderful week this week, as always.
It has been a good week. And
Good week for a lot of people.
Yeah, something funny happened this morning.
Do tell.
Well, I don't know how many of you know, we have a 8-year-old. We call her Peanut. She's soon to be 9. And she wanted to go out this morning to put a piece of mail in the mailbox. And I looked outside, and the neighbor's goats, the houses out here are far and few between, had gotten loose, and they were out in the yard. And so anyway, she says, well, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go mail that letter. She said, okay, go for it, So anyway, she gets out the door, and the next thing I see is her running madly with her little letter in her hand, just wildly.
She never made it to the mailbox, did she?
All 3 goats had lined up like a little army and were chasing her all over the yard. And when she came in, she was in tears. She said, they have these crazy eyes, and I thought they were going to eat me.
They probably wanted to eat the letter.
I'm sure that's what it was.
Don't goats eat paper?
Oh, but you took her back out, and
we
you acted as her bodyguard, and then you guys went and petted the goats,
Yeah.
and it all worked out. But
Well, the real funny part, though, is about a half an hour later, when your dad went outside with a stick to try to chase the goats.
Yeah.
And he came in saying, well, your mom said, who won? He says, well, I did.
Uh-huh.
And right behind him, there's a window, and right behind him, the goats had come right back again, had started up all their tomfoolery. So
Yeah, see, he was a nurseryman before he retired, and he loves plants. And so, man, he gets out there and makes the garden look so pretty.
He protects those plants, boy, I'll tell you.
And they had just bought some little flowers.
First flowers of spring.
Yeah, and the goats were
Eating
chomping.
them. They were a snack.
Anyway, it was the visual.
We're the local goat drive-thru. Anyway, so, well, hey, it's some good stuff happening this particular weekend. It's the weekend of the 1st of March, and we have another crop of boot campers who just graduated.
We sure do.
They had their last class yesterday, but this was a very special class because it's the first time that we had a thing where one of our students was having a little bit of difficulty with some of the things, and she had written to us and said, well, maybe could I get in contact with some of the classmates and see maybe. Well, anyway, everybody stepped up, to the plate, and we had sent out some emails to some people and asking them, can you help this classmate? And they all did. And how wonderful!
It really was wonderful because it really helped her a lot.
We got some beautiful little notes back on how that all went. And
so thank you, everyone
who stepped in on that. We sure thank you. We very much appreciate it. And then graduation is this weekend for them too.
It sure is.
We have our little graduation video that we put together, and it's lots of fun. And
it is.
Anyway, and then the class 3 starts on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Well, there's no summer vacation around here, is there?
I've noticed they run all about the same. In the 40s. There's about a group of 40 is about what we have. So it works out really good.
I think we had 33 in this last one.
Did we?
Yeah, but we have the next one is really almost full. So that class starts on Wednesday.
Well, good.
Okay, well, here we go. This is a question for you, Miss Beth. There seems to be so much negative in the world. How can I change it with the law of attraction? That comes all the way from Tennessee, from Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca. In short, by setting a good example, be what you hold as your truth. Live in joy and happiness. Help others and be grateful for everything. Even that hard situation, be grateful for it, because you find if you keep living gratefully through the hard experience, the universe will have something better beyond that hard situation.
Always does.
It always
When have we ever been let down that way?
We haven't. When you originally have a hard situation, first the knee-jerk react.
You bristle.
Yeah. But then you go, wait a second. Okay, this is change. No, all right.
That
means something's something's better. For that door that closed, there's hundreds and hundreds that will open for you. So it all comes down to what you focus on. When you focus on all the good things in your life, those feelings and thoughts that you emit benefit all of mankind. We are all connected, and you can make a difference by feeling and thinking joy for all mankind. Think of how your family feels when you are having a wonderful day.
Yeah.
You know, they benefit from that.
Sure.
You know, if we wake up and we're all in great moods, and everybody benefits from that, and not just your family. Think about how the teller at the bank feels when you exude joy and ask her how her day is going. The teller benefits from that, and she may pass it on. It's amazing how one little smile or compliment can change another's life and the way they look at things.
The whole day.
And it's a chain reaction. It just continually goes and goes and goes.
And consequently, if you walk up to that counter with a bunch of negativity, you can adversely affect that person too. They could be having a nice day, and all of a sudden, so.
Yeah. And so anyway, one by one, you can affect the whole world.
Wrangle the negativity.
Yeah. Definitely. Alrighty.
Hog tie it.
I hope that helped, Rebecca. Okay, Mr. Lee, this is from Ivan in New York.
Hello, Ivan.
Hi, Ivan. How do you handle snide remarks about the law of attraction from people? We don't get those.
Oh, maybe 100 a day.
Aw, not that many.
It's a good question, Ivan, and it's one that begs to be answered. Yes, we do get them. All kidding aside, we get them quite often. But when you first apply the law of attraction, you're in a state of you're not so sure. It's almost like you're waiting to see how it's gonna work out. And that's the time that others' opinions seem to really matter the most. Everybody's looking for the stamp of approval from their peers. And when you are first starting something like the law of attraction, well, you begin to understand how unimportant the opinions are. And it's important to just let another create their own world, but stay out of it. Stay out of it. At the same time, make sure that you don't become one of the players in their creation. Someone making a snide remark is creating the world they want, and they unintentionally want you to be a player in that.
That's right.
So
they want you to be a part of that.
You can't play in that sandbox. And so the best way to handle any snide remark, and this is what we do all the time, but not just an LOA remark, but you're going to get snide remarks anyway sometimes through your life, is just to be aware what you want. Do you want that remark in your creation? If the answer is no, then you want to allow them to be who they are, but don't accept it. Don't accept that remark at face value. And the same goes with the LOA. They can criticize it. You can say, I don't like air. Air doesn't exist. I can't see it. Well, you can say but I'm sorry, but it does exist. We need it. It's there. I'm going to enjoy the air. Well, it's the same thing with the LOA. Everybody can put it down all they want, but the fact is the fact. It's here, and it's here for us.
And if they don't want to believe or have that as part of their truth, there isn't anything wrong with that.
No.
You just have to make sure that you step away from whatever it is that they have said, so that you don't let it affect your particular world.
Yeah, well, just keep your creation.
Or your truth.
Yeah, keep your creation full of life and joy, and then let it go and just continue on with your life and allow them to have their creation.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, that doesn't mean that you have to
be a part of it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So that's how we handle it. Basically, like your mother told you in kindergarten, just ignore it.
Yeah. Well, you just want to make sure that, Lee and I acknowledge every email that we get, and that is including any kind of
the meanies.
Snide remarks. And we always, when it comes down to it, if it's either they consider it being blasphemous, that it's something against God, or, whatever it is that they say, we always say, thank you for your reply, and you're more than welcome to live your truth. Thank you for writing. And we just leave it at that. And then we don't keep it inside.
No.
We just let it go. It's gone.
Because
it's behind us now.
We have our world.
Exactly.
And they have theirs.
If we were all the same, how boring would it be? How boring would it be?
So that's just about that.
That's right. Well,
so thank you, Ivan. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for listening. Thanks to all of you for listening.
That's right.
And we'll be back again next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.